Hello everyone, Camembert Run here, and welcome back to another one season wonder, where I take charge of a team for the current season, see how far I can get, and you get to see what the team is like and plays. So, we're in the green and white half of Seville for Real Betis, or Real Hispalis on this. I don't have the name fixture. So, we'll go into a little bit about the club's history. We go to the founded in 1907. They do actually have some recent success. They won the Copa del Rey in 2022. Though they've bounced a lot between up until at least 2011, 2012. They bounced a lot between the top division and the second division. They actually have their phrase is Viva la Betis Afuera Perida. I think I butchered that. It basically means Viva Betis even when we lose. So it's a little bit sardonic. But they recently they've done well in Europe. They've won the Copa del Rey in 2022. Currently, they're stuck in ninth. They're having a bit of a mid-season in the mid-table, but their squad on paper looks quite good. So you have the likes of Isco, who of course has come to the club from Real Madrid. I believe that was this season. Yes, it was. Oh yes, Isco rejoined Sevilla, and now he is at Real Betis. We have the likes of Jose Perez. We have Borja Iglesias, although in real life he has now left to go to Bayer Leverkusen. To cover the injured Victor Boniface. They have Mark Roca on loan from Leeds. They have Guido Rodriguez, who is actually in himself an excellent midfielder. I'm probably going to be using him as ball-winning midfielder. I'm not using him as a defensive midfielder. We have the likes of Chadi Riyad, who is a very hot prospect, as you can see. 2.5 stars. He is on loan from Barcelona, but he's got a lot of potential. He will probably be locked in for quite a lot of this campaign. He will be partnered mostly by German Pezzella, because unfortunately a lot of the other centre-backs aren't that great, aside from Mark Bartra, who is also quite old. They have the likes of Juanmi, Yusuf Samali, even Luis Enrique, who is also, he's now leaving to go to, back to Brazil, I believe. The only kind of issue I have, aside from the fact that Juan Miranda is not back yet, he's another potentially high-value player, is that I've lost both Nabil Fekir, who is probably at this point one of their most important players, who is literally on the bloody thumbnail. He is out for 3 months. 5 weeks and 3 months due to a damaged cruciate ligament. Brilliant. And we've also lost William Carvalho, who probably will be taking over from rotating Guido Rodriguez. He's also pretty good. He's out for 3 to 5 weeks, so he's going to miss the rest of preseason and probably the start of the season. We also have a lot of 2-star players who are probably going to be loaned out at some point. You have the likes of Alex Collado, who's been loaned out to the Middle East, just as the Middle East, the Saudi Pro League. So we also have a 40-year-old Claudio Bravo, but I'm not going to be playing him much. I've already listed Aitor Rubial as transfer listed because I don't intend to plan him. I've cut through a lot of the early preseason. I joined on the 24th. We've just got apparently the preseason tour of Scotland, which is fun. Oh, hang on a minute. Just going to quickly get this out of the way. Done that already. So I don't have that much money. I'm like 400, because you know my plans. We'll deal with that later. So we will. I need to always attend the first one. No, because he's basically barely going to play. Yes. Yeah. All right. That's definitely going to have to do. We need a chief scout. Right. So that's fine. We will cut that out. So we're approached to sign all of these guys. Why was that 7k just to be a performance analysis? It's really odd. So yeah, we're just going to get through all of these contracts and then we're going to go talk to Aitor Rubial. This could be quite fun. There we go. Alright, now then. This will be fun. No, you're not. You're shit. Please leave. That's going to be fun. I didn't see the influential player, so I'm making off to a great start, but we'll see. So, from that. So, I'm probably going to get through the rest of the preseason, and then you will join me at the end of August. I'm not exactly going, I joined late, so I wouldn't have to kind of, go towards the end. It's more needing to trim players than to sign players, as we're actually okay in most departments. We've got plenty of overflow. There's some very, very good players here, so, I'm trying to find, Guido Rodriguez was another guy that was there, and I forgot he was here. I'm trying to find him now. He was on our meeting. There we are, Andres Guadrado. Yeah, but he's 36. They've literally just Joaquin retired at 41 last season. They like to keep their old men around. There's no way he's one of on loan by Chelsea. I mean, he's probably won't play much, so, because he is fucking 36. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to skip ahead to August. You're going to see me in August. This could be fun. I could be out of a job. I really hope this thing with fucking Rubial doesn't spread. Bad with names. Yeah, the schedule, obviously we got Celtic, Dundee, Alaves, Real Sociedad, and Cadiz. So we got a fairly okay start to the season, and then we just get Real Madrid at the beginning of September. Brilliant. Anyway, and Barcelona at the end of it. Fantastic. Anyway, I will see you guys at the end of August. Alright, August is over. It went okay, sort of. We did end up making the sale. Aitor Rubial has now gone to Marseille. He was sold off, and Manu Morio has been sold off to Venezia. I'm not looking to bring anyone in. Massive shout out to Guido Rodriguez for rejecting Tottenham outright. He's got quite a lot of suitors. He's not signing a contract because he wants to leave, but this is a one-season wonder. I won't be around to deal with that problem. So the only problem I kind of have in terms of the squad is that Isco has not performed very well, which is very concerning. So in terms of the results, beat Rangers 3-2, lost 3-1 to Celtic, beat Dundee 2-1, beat Alaves with goals from Rodri and Borja Iglesias. We probably shouldn't have taken this long. We had a lot of chances in between those two goals. Probably could have scored more. We got a very, very fortunate win against Real Sociedad. We were pretty much equally matched throughout most of the match. The only difference is Bellerin's brilliant cross to right onto the head of Borja Iglesias for his goal. And we got a really annoying 1-1 draw against Cadiz. They kind of played us off the pitch. It was a little bit embarrassing. Jose Perez digging us out of a hole. How old was... I mean, Borja Iglesias, he's 30 years old. He'd be good for the season. It'd be great, actually. And we do have backup. We are also got the Europa League draw, so I can actually show you this now. So, let's go. Oh, I turned off the music as well. So, Ajax in Group A, Villarreal in Group B, Rangers in Group C, Dinamo Zagreb in Group D. Group E is Atalanta. Obviously, that was the last one-season wonder, so we're quite interested to see how they do without me. Liverpool in Group F, Bayern in Group G, and AS Roma in Group H. Now, realistically, we're in pot 2. We either want to get Group A or Group D. Okay. Okay, so we're in with AS Roma. I can live with that. Going up against Mourinho twice would be quite fun. So Brighton just got kind of screwed, I think. Yeah, Dinamo Ronsenberg. No, that's actually quite good for them. Toulouse are screwed. So we get Mould. Oh, we get Mould again. We already faced those at one point. We did that in the Atlanta game. Right. So that's... All right. That's an easy group for Brighton. Aberdeen. Okay, and we get Panathinaikos. Okay, so we've got Panathinaikos. So we've got AS Roma, Real Betis, Mould, and Panathinaikos. That's an okay group. We just need to watch out for AS Roma. That will be fine. So we're going to quickly go on. Obviously, we've got the... I'm actually in the middle of the transfer window, deadline day. It's mostly just keeping people off of my players. I don't really want to trim or add to the squad. I've sold off Alto Rubial. That's done and done. I've got Rodri, Luis Enrique, Iosi Perez to cover. I should be fine. So. Nice. So, we've got a couple of changes. Otherwise, it should be alright. So, we go to the schedule. We now have our first league game, first Europa League game in September, away against Panathinaikos. In between games against Granada and Girona. So, we've also got the small matter of Real Madrid and Barcelona. But that will be fine. Granada ain't that great, and Girona... I mean, this isn't real well. Girona are probably going to struggle. But yeah, that should be fine. Then you see we got Mould and AS Roma in the October. Then you go into the November, we've got Panathinaikos again, and then it all just repeats, so Mould. And then... Oh no, we got Roma in the November as well. Yeah, it's back-to-back against Roma. Oh, that's actually not going to be fun, doing a back-to-back against Mourinho's Roma. Anyway, I will see you guys at the end of September. I don't anticipate beating Real Madrid or Barcelona. I need to get the wins against Granada and Girona. And we should be okay against Panathinaikos. Anyway, I'll see you guys at the end of September. Okay, it is the end of September, and it could have gone better. So we'll go to the results first. We lost 2-1 to Real Madrid, which was very unfortunate. We did put up a fight at least. But unfortunately, scored quite early, and then Rodrigo buried the hatchet before Iglesias managed to get one back. We then beat Granada quite comfortably 3-1, 2 goals from Iglesias and a goal from Iosi Perez. We did concede one from outside the box, which was very annoying. Then we kind of messed up in Europe. The part of that was on me. I decided to play Guadrado and a super weakened team. But the main one is that Guadrado played like a 37-year-old. And honestly, he wasn't very good. I might just shift him off in the January. We conceded quite early, but thankfully Isco managed to rescue us. And yes, I have nicknamed him Disco. I don't care. Anyway, we then got a pretty decent one against Girona, with Iglesias and Rodri getting the goals, and then we kind of limped to a 1-0 defeat against Barcelona. We didn't really do very well. It's quite disappointing, actually. So going into October, we've got Getafe away first. Then we got games against Mould, Celta Vigo, Valencia, our first game against Roma, and then against Mallorca. So we can win most of those. Probably the only real challenge is going to be Valencia, and of course AS Roma in the Europa League. I think we should be fine, and then we can focus on other areas. For now, the squad is the squad has been trimmed. It is a decent size. At least Iglesias is getting our goals. We've got Nabil Fekir back now, which is fine, so we don't have to worry about any other injuries bar one Cruz, but he's not very good. So we are going to try and shift him out on loan. The only other player I'm probably going to end up not playing much is Willian Jose. Otherwise, everybody does have a place, aside from maybe Guadardo. That will... we will punt that down the pecking order. I'll try and move off Guadardo in the January. See if I can just shift them off about 300,000 or something. So we are, I'd say we're doing a good start. We're about 4th, 13 points. We just need to probably beat the teams we need to beat. I'm looking to finish top 4 at least. I'd like to get into the Champions League. Obviously, we've got the Europa League, but I don't think we're winning that. And I'd like to put a strong show in the Copa del Rey. When does that start for us? In December. Okay. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, we enter on the 20th of the 12th, 2023. So when is that. Oh, it'll just replace whatever this is. All right, that's fine. Anyway, I will see you guys at the end of October. Okay, it's the 31st of October. The results have been pretty good. Almost. We almost got a perfect record, but for a 1-0 loss against Valencia. They were down to 10 men as well, which was really frustrating. We couldn't do anything. Completely ineffective in attack. We fell behind early to Getafe, but Fekir and Iglesias thankfully dug us out of a hole. We then battered Mold with Perez, Fekir and Vinicius. Vinicius getting his first goal for the club as well. We battered Celta Vigo 4-1 with a Fekir hat-trick. Nabil Fekir, just to actually show you, six appearances, 5 goals, 1 assist. Man's come back like he was never missing. It's pretty impressive. Obviously lost to Valencia. We beat Roma barely. To be honest, Roma were on top for quite a bit of the game and they took the lead early. They took the lead at one point after Iglesias had given us an early lead through a penalty. We were actually down at half-time. But in the second half, we came out swinging, scoring 3 goals without reply. Particularly very good drive from Rodri as well. Right on the edge of the box, hits it across his man. Hits it across the goalkeeper and puts it in. Excellent. And then we battered Mallorca 4-1. Fekir and Iglesias hit 2 and Bellerin got 1 as well. It's nice for him, actually. I mean, Boy Iglesias, 11 games, 9 goals. Pretty much Fekir and Iglesias are really running the show right now, and I'm a little bit worried that in January somebody's going to come and steal them away. We did have one annoying part is that Jose Perez is now out 4 to 5 weeks. He suffered a sports hernia in training. Went a bit too hard down the gym, I think. It happens. So for the moment, Fekir is going to have to play out on the wing. I'm sure he will be fine. That allows Isco the Disco to come back in at... Sorry, I shouldn't have done that. Isco coming in at attacking mid. In terms of competitions, that actually leaves us top of our Europa League group, and we are 4th in the league behind the standard 3. I'm looking at maybe trying to catch up to Atletico Madrid. If I play my cards really right, also catch up to Real Madrid, but I don't think that's happening. But I'm going to keep one eye on trying to catch Atletico, come in 3rd. Obviously, we don't spot the Spanish Cup yet. Everything should be fine. I've got one eye on the scouting, which should be fun. And then, oh, Jesus Christ. Then other than that, probably around about January, I might look at making some additions. One of the things I've seen is that Yusuf Salabi is wanted by Rons. If I can sell him off to Rons, I might go after Nordi Mukwele from PSG. Says he's interested. We're going to make a little bit of a talk. 40k, that's fine. Definitely would be noteworthy because he is an excellent future prospect. So, we will look into that around about maybe selling off Salabi and trading him in for Mukwele. So, I will see you guys at the end of November. The schedule should be fine. We've got Osasuna, the reverse fixture against AS Roma and Rome, Almeria, Villarreal, and Panathinaikos at home. I think we can get a good couple of wins about that. I don't expect anything out of the AS Roma game in Italy. So, I will see you guys at the end of November. Alright, it's December the 1st. We've played through all the fixtures and... it's been okay. We got a good 2-1 win against Osasuna. Iglesias and Disco gave us an early lead before they managed to get a late goal, but they couldn't find another one. We did lose 2-1 in Rome. Fortunately, we managed to equalise just for half-time and then immediately gave way to a Romelu Lukaku header, which was very annoying. Riyad didn't have his best game. We weren't that great, to be honest. We got a good 2-1 win against Almeria with a goals from Riyad and Iglesias, and then immediately went and fucked up and lost to Villarreal. Mostly, we conceded really, really early to a very suspicious Raul Albiol goal. I'm sure he was offside. We pulled back for Nabil Fekir. We were actually on top for most of the game, but for Salabi dropping an awful performance. And we had a wild game. We went 3-0 up against Panathinaikos with goals from Guido, Abdi, and Wanmi, and then we conceded 2 very quick before half-time. Thankfully, Fekir and Pizzella dug us out. We've got coming up games against Bilbao, Sevilla, and Atletico Madrid, which is going to be a very, very awkward 3-day stretch. We've got to play Mold, Rayo Vallecano, and then we have our first game in the Spanish Cup against Cornella, who are a 3rd or 4th division side. So, yeah. Well, that's interesting. Oh, I know why he's ineligible. He's Guadardo is ineligible because he is leaving us. He is joining Chivas on the 20th of December when the Mexican transfer window opens. He's heading off back to Mexico. We're paying 145k for him. So that's getting some good money. And in terms of the finances, actually, we made a profit last month. We made about 3 million, so we're up to 30 million in the bank. We're actually doing rather well. Probably over the January, I'm going to try and bring in another deep line playmaker. But again, I still want to try and trim the squad, so it'll probably be one more out and then one more in. So at least then the squad is slightly further trimmed. There's so many of these 20-year-old players. I don't think they have much of a B team, so yeah, it's going. Oh Jesus, it's going fine. We're 4th in the league behind, I think, basically the main 3. Yeah, we're literally 4th in the table behind Atletico, Real, and Barcelona. Unfortunately, the defeat to Villarreal put us further behind Atletico Madrid, which is very annoying. But at least we've already qualified for Europe. We just need to beat Mold is all, and then we're top of the group, so we don't have to play the playoff round, which should be easy enough. Obviously, first round of the Spanish Cup is against an amateur. Well, they are professional, but they're like 3rd tier. So we should be all right there. Anyway, it should be fun going into December. I will join you guys at the end of December. I will take you through the fixtures there. After that, these first 3 are going to be difficult, and then after that, we should be okay. Anyway, I'll see you at the end of December. Alright, it's the 31st of December. The results actually went very, very well. So, Guadardo has now gone to Chivas. That was on the 20th. So we beat Atletico Bilbao 1-0 thanks to a very lucky goal from Nabil Fekir. Took a massive deflection. Then we played in the Seville derby, and I kind of brushed this off this game and then forgot it was technically a derby. So we equalised after Campos gave Sevilla the lead. Then Lamela and Rafa Mir basically put Sevilla well in control. Jose Perez pulled one back, and then right at the death, Nabil Fekir managed to get a 97th minute equaliser. He would have got the winner, but he was judged to be offside, which I don't actually agree with, but there we go. No, it was Iglesias as well, yeah. Borja Iglesias got through and should have scored the winner, but he was judged to be offside. And then we beat Atletico Madrid, despite having William Carvalho sent off after 17 minutes. We grabbed a second, and then look at the stats for our defence. They were absolutely masterful. We did consider a goal to Saul, but excuse me. We did go up a goal to Saul after about 51 minutes, but we actually ended up holding out and getting the win against Atletico Madrid, which is pretty major. We then beat Mold. Thankfully, Roma didn't match our goal difference, despite everything. And so we ended up getting top of the group, so we're not doing the playoff round, thankfully. We then beat Vallecano, and then we beat Cornella. We struggled against these guys, which is insane, because they were like a 3rd division outfit. And we've been rewarded with a tie against a semi-pro outfit called Andrax. That's how I'm pronouncing that. We also got games against... Oh, gee. What the... Why did it go all the way up? Oh, wait, never mind. Alright. You've got games against Alaves, Andrax, Las Palmas. So, yeah, this should be a fairly straightforward month. The only thing about it is that we will have lost... go to the tactics page. We'll end up losing Sabali, Riyadh, and Ezayabde to the AFCON, because Riyadh and Abede is going off with Morocco, and Sabali's going off with Senegal. So that's going to be a little bit annoying. So we're going to have to just go without them for a while. I think we're going to have to take them out of the substitute spots. It's going to be very annoying. I have to go with 10 subs for like a month. I might try and use some of the finance to pick up another centre-back just to go for Riyadh being off. I'll have to see how that goes. Anyway, I'm going to get to the end of January. Hopefully nobody will come in for Guido Rodriguez, because he's getting big teams circling around him again. So I can hopefully keep hold of him. If not, I can easily just spend the money to get a replacement. Anyway, I will see you at the end of January. All right, January's long since gone. We're in February now. I made the conscious decision to get through transfer deadline day. So, a couple of things to note while I try and desperately read through this through the sunshine. Isco is basically signed a pre-contract with, I think, one of the Arab teams, Al Fateh, and Guido Rodriguez has now signed a pre-contract to join Chelsea, which is very fucking annoying, but what can you do? So in terms of results, we got a good 1-0 win against Alaves. Smashed. Okay, so this one I might as well explain. Mark Bartra has nearly played every single fucking game because Riyad's been at AFCON. And I had to play Juan Miranda at centre-back when we were like 4-0 up. And he helped Andrax score 3 goals. Pretty much most of it because he was not a very good centre-back. It was an absolute pain in the arse. We then beat Las Palmas 1-0, barely. A good win against Sporting Gijón. By this point, the tidiness kicked in, so we lost 1-0 to Real Sociedad, and we barely scraped 1-1 draw with Cadiz. Everybody has been super tired for the last while, and it never ends because we've also now got the Spanish Cup quarter-final against Madrid right off the back of also playing Real Madrid. So we're kind of screwed. Other than that, we got Granada, Girona, and Barcelona, which will be fun. So the only good side, obviously, we beat Elche, which was fun. At least that got out of the way. February is going to be pretty difficult. We have got one new signing in the door. I signed this guy, Samir. He's Brazilian. He's from Tigres in Mexico. He basically comes in because I don't have another centre-back after Bartra, and like the experience of losing Riyadh, I need to at least have two centre-back pairings. So that'd be very, very useful. So he's going to come straight in, and we're hopefully going to be able to pick up a result against Real Madrid twice. I'm more concerned about the Spanish Cup, to be honest, but I don't mind going out of it. Anyway, yeah, we are 4th in the table still, but Valencia are breathing down our necks. I would like to get 4th so that I can get into the Champions League, but we'll have to see about that. Anyway, I will see you guys at the end of February, where hopefully we'll have picked up at least a good win over either Real Madrid or Barcelona, though I doubt it. I reached the Copa del Rey final. So yeah, I did actually manage to reach the Copa del Rey final. I will show you the results really quickly. So we narrowly lost to Real Madrid 3-2 in the league. They've actually got Ivan Toney now as well. We managed to take the lead. They equalised. They led. We equalised. And then unfortunately we missed Antonio Rudiger off the corner. And he hit the ball in. And then we got an extra time victory in the quarterfinal of the Spanish Cup. So basically, Abba Vinicius scored an own goal before Eze Abdi equalised. And then I think it was roughly 3 minutes, 108. But if I remember rightly, we played a ball across. Abde picked it up, ran into the Real Madrid half, and just smashed it past the goalkeeper. We lost Rui Silva before these 2 games to a hip injury. And he was put him out for at least 2 weeks. So we had to play Guilherme Fernandes, who I dragged up from the B team, in goal. And he played an incredible fucking game. Making he must have made about 5, 6, 7 saves against Madrid, especially towards the end of the regular time where they were absolutely hammering on the door. We played exceptionally well. We then beat Granada 3-2. It took a lot of effort. We went behind, they equalised. We threw away a 2-goal lead. And then we relied on another Eze Abdi miracle. Then we faced Zaragoza in the League Cup, in the Spanish Cup semi. I keep wanting to say League Cup. Spanish Cup semi-final. We got a very narrow 2-1 win, actually. They took the lead, and we had to get Enrique and Fekir to dig us out. And even then, they spent the last 10 minutes threatening to equalise. We battered Girona, getting a good win. Played a weakened team, but Guido Rodriguez and Juanmi managed to get the goals. Then we got slapped by Barcelona. That wasn't even close. We were just terrible all over the pitch. We got smashed 3-0. And we just come off the back of beating up Zaragoza 4-2. It was great. It was a great double from Jose Perez as well. He did excellent. And then we ended up, that goal there was an incredible fucking free kick. I was actually kind of impressed. So we do now have the Spanish Cup final in the middle of April, which is fucking weird. And then we've got an equally packed May, which is going to be fun. But in the meantime, for the next month, we've got Getafe, AC Milan in the Europa League, which I don't expect us to get through, to be honest. Celta Vigo, Valencia, and Mallorca. So we should be, these games should be fine. The only ones that should be challenges are Valencia. Other than that, should be fine. In terms of competitions, we're very much almost locked into fourth now. We've just got to get those last few points over the line, and we should be alright. But we're probably not going to catch Atletico Madrid in third. I'm kind of more hoping that we can beat them in the Spanish Cup final anyway. We can win the Copa del Rey. Should be very, very good. So, you see our top scorer for the season, Borja Iglesias. He's actually got, I think, close to 20 goals now. Yeah, he's 32 appearances, 20 goals, which is very, very good. I mean, I wonder how he'll do for Leverkusen. But yeah, we're doing excellent. So I'll see you at the end of March. I don't expect to still be in Europe, but we'll have to see. And hopefully we'll have strengthened our grip on fourth a little. Anyway, I'll see you. Okay, it's the 1st of April, March is over, and these are basically all the results. So we start off really well with a 6-1 annihilation of Getafe. That was quite fun. You got 2 goals there from Borja Iglesias, 1 from Mayoral later on. Juan Miranda got 1, they suffered an own goal, William Carvalho and Abde got 1 too as well. We got beat in Milan, unfortunately. We did lead at half-time. Then Thior and Chukwueze actually get them the win in the end, especially the Thior goal was quite late, and that was very frustrating. We then beat Vigo 2-1. Fell behind early, but Wanmi and Pezzella got us dug out. And then we played AC Milan at home. We were 3-0 up at half-time. And then it all fell apart. Mostly because Bayern played an absolutely awful game. But I didn't have a choice. Sabali, after the Vigo game, did in his, I believe it was his tendons. He's basically out for 6 weeks now. Or at the time. We then went and beat Valencia with goals from Fekir and Perez. And then we beat Mallorca by the same scoreline with goals from Pezzella and Eze Abde. Though it did take a while. We went in at 0-0 and they absolutely battered us in the first half. Which was surprising, but I mean, I put a lot of it down to how it is with FM when you play relegation fodder. So for the season, for the month coming up, we're games against Osasuna, and this is a big one because we can beat Osasuna at home. We're home free to get into the top 4. Then we got Almeria. Then we got the Spanish Cup final, which will be pretty good, and then we got Villarreal. So this is a pretty major game. We're at the Bernabeu for it. I'm sure Real will thank us so we actually beat Atletico Madrid. Otherwise, the only other thing of note is that Claudio Provo will probably soon be leaving us. He is under a 20k bid from Seattle Sounders. Admittedly, he's got an £11.5 million release clause, but, I mean, the dude is 40. There's no fucking way nobody is going to pay this $11.5 million. He's on the decline. He'll do good in America, it'll be fine. As for the league, I mean, Borja Iglesias, he's continued to find goals from form, got 24 goals in all competitions, but as well as that, Nabil Fekir, despite the fact he was missing for the first 6 weeks of this season, he's also done insanely well. 11 goals in the league, 18 goals overall, and he was out for the first 6 weeks. He's been exceptional. So we've got a good, strong squad. The financials are, we've still got plenty of money left, that should be fine. Financials are pretty fine. I mean, we've got the 10-point lead. If we beat Osasuna, we basically nearly secured it, especially if we beat Villarreal as well. We just need to be careful not to let too much go. We've got, the May has got a ridiculous amount of fixtures in it. We're playing for the whole month, and there's some difficult games in there as well, including the midweek against Atletico that got moved because of the Spanish Cup final, also against Atletico. So, I think we're in for a fun month. I'm hoping I can win the Copa del Rey. It'll be great to do it, even though it's not that recently ago they won it. But it'd be nice to get two cups within 2 years. So, I will see you guys at the end of April. Alright, It's April the 30th, and unfortunately we didn't win the Copa del Rey. We're going to go into the fixtures and I will show you. We had an absolutely wild game against Osasuna. At one point at halftime, you were 3-1 down. I think it went 1-0 down, drew back to 1-1, went to 3-1, got back to 3-2, then it went to 4-2, and then we came back to win 5-4. Basically, we unfortunately lost out with Vinicius as well to injury. He's out for, I think, till nearly the end of the season. We then went and beat Almeria 1-0 with a very lucky Rodri goal. We've not played that well over this month. We unfortunately managed to lose to Atletico Madrid in the final. We did pull one goal back and then it just didn't matter. We didn't really play very well at all. It's kind of embarrassing. The only member of defense who did well was Juan Miranda, Luis Enrique. That was it. Everybody else just played awfully. And then we ended up drawing 2-2 with Villarreal, which was really frustrating because we scored 1 minute after they equalised and then we gave up a 91st minute goal to Raul Albiol because we didn't mark on corners. It was very frustrating. So we've already qualified for the Europa League. I'd like to get the Champions League, but at this point, who knows what will happen. We are 11 points ahead of Villarreal, but we do have some difficult games coming up. We've got the likes of Bilbao, Sevilla, and Atletico Madrid. Literally within two and a half weeks of each other, and then we've got Vallecano and Las Palmas. So that will hopefully be, the last two will hopefully get us over the line because they're pretty decent. We do have a couple of injury issues. How long is that Vinicius? Oh no, he's only 2 days away. Fair enough. We got a couple of injury issues, a couple of people who are tired. I need to try and get Mark Roca back. Wherever he is. Oh no, he's fine. Cool. So I really can get him back then, so perfect. So, realistically, I think we've got a good chance then. We just need to be careful. You can see, get rid of Danny Romero there. It's the one thing I have struggled with, I must admit with this, is that I've got a lot of, there's a big squad. But a lot of them are fucking two-star, 1.5 star, even 1 star, not good enough to be here. And I have no idea how they've ended up doing this. Any Betis fans who come across this video, please let me fucking know how this happened. Because this is insane. It's a massive squad, but there's just not very many good players in it. So, I'm going to end up skipping to the end of May. I will see you then, and hopefully... Yeah, actually, no, I do want the schedule page. And hopefully, we will be in the Champions League. So, I'll see you then. Okay, we've just played the last game of the season. The season's over. We finished in 3rd place, and I will show you why. So, we start off really well with a 4-0 demolition of Atletico Bilbao with a braces from Borja Iglesias and Nabil Fekir. Then we basically annihilated Sevilla at home, our rivals. With braces, again, another brace from Iglesias, another brace from Fekir, and a brace from Eze Abde. Well, we did concede 2 to Yusuf Enesiri and Ocampos. It's kind of unfortunate. We then managed to get a 2-0 win over Atletico Madrid. We got bombarded all game, but a Pizzella header off a cross and a late Rodri run-through managed to get us a 2-0 win at the Wanda Metropolitano, put us into 3rd. We solidified it anyway because when we beat Sevilla, Atletico Madrid lost to Real Sociedad. We then got a 2-1 victory against Vallecano, where we were in control for most of the game, bar did Tomas's looping header. And then we dropped an absolute clanger against Las Palmas. Roy Silva was horrible. He dropped a corner, which led Cardona to tap in. Then proceeded to let Munir's shot go through his legs and then parried the ball straight to Cardona. We were absolutely horrific going forward, which was hilarious as well. But we dropped an absolute stinker and lost 3-0 on the final game of the season to Las Palmas. And that was very, very embarrassing. But we finished 3rd. We got 82 points compared to Atletico Madrid 74. We were into the Champions League. We're only 5 points behind Barcelona and 6 points behind Real Madrid, who are now officially the champions, I believe. To that, let me go 1 forward. That should confirm... No? I guess they must... Alright, so I guess they must still be playing some games then. So... we're going to skip ahead. We're going to go see how many games, if there are any games playing. Here we go. Yeah, so we've got a couple of things to do. So we've solidified third place, basically. So we're going to play all of this, and we're going to see who's getting through. So, I mean, it's been a good season, I'll give it credit. We were runners up at the Copa del Rey, qualified for the Champions League in third. Just a shame that we ended up getting AC Milan in the UEFA Europa League round 16. I was hoping we might be able to pull something off. I think the home leg, I was so hopeful. We were 3-0 up at half-time. We just threw that shit away. So, squad playing next season, we are going to skip all of that. Because we will not be here this season. This is a one-season wonder. So, I'm just waiting to see who gets the championship. I'm curious now. You're going to have to sit here and watch me. So, the championship goes to Barcelona. Under Real Madrid. Oh God, they fucked up and drew 1-1 Vallecano. So the title goes to Barcelona then. And then relegated as Mallorca and Cadiz Girona are safe. Oh, yeah. So basically Mallorca drag Cadiz down with them. That's so nice. Alright. Yeah, they weren't noticing. We come out of the game with a big... Yeah, we got completely embarrassed. So, here we go. Barcelona are champions. We get Champions League. 3 teams are relegated. You know how this goes. So, yeah, that's actually been quite good. So, top goal scorer for the season was Borja Iglesias. He got 25 goals in the league, 32 goals overall. I think in terms of competitions, yeah, he's the second highest top scorer behind Lewandowski. Other people of note who performed quite well, firstly, once I get him out of the injury list, unfortunately he was injured for the last game of the season, which did not help. Other teams, 15 goals for Nabil Fekir. That's, yeah, 6 goals for Eze Abdi. I think we got a couple of goals for Iosi Perez as well. You go to that, yeah. 6 goals for Iosi Perez. A couple of goals for Rodri as well. Where's Rodri? Yeah, 4 goals for Rodri, 7 goals overall. But most of the goals came from Fekir and Iglesias. A couple of goals for the defenders as well. 1 for Samir, I think 3 for Chadi Riyad. And then I think about 4 for Pizzella. Let me check that one for Pizzella. Yeah, 3 plus 1 in the... Yeah, so 4 goals. I thought it was a very, very good season. It was a little bit difficult with the fact the size of the squad was mostly made up of 2-star, 1.5-star players who weren't very good. I was relying on a core system of players with a couple of rotations. I think the other problem is, even though we qualified for the Champions League, you've only got 6 million to spend in the summer, which means that certain players, I'm looking at the likes of Rodri, Eba Vinicius, they are going to have to be sold off to raise funds to rebuild the squad. Like the fact that, unfortunately, Guido Rodriguez, the most valuable player, is joining Chelsea in the summer, and I can't sell him off. So, I can't make the sale. So, he's going to be leaving for literally nothing. Other than that, it'll be try to keep... Oh, no, there's no keeping Marc Roca. Yeah, so basically, I would have to rebuild the entire squad from scratch, which is not going to be easy. And that would require 1 or 2 sales to be able to get the money to make some cheap additions. The only thing I would say if you're going to do that, just try not to sell anybody down this right-hand side and keep holding Iglesias. Because if you lose Iglesias, you're fucked. He's basically like the best player. But, yeah, I think it's been pretty successful getting that third place finish, getting to the Copa del Rey final. I would have liked to win a cup, especially because, obviously, we just come from the Atlanta video where I won the Coppa Italia. But, I mean, getting this far is pretty good. So, anyway, there will be, hopefully this has obviously come out on the Monday. This is like over a week late. That's what happens when you have to work the entire rest of the week and you just get slaughtered by it. I'm hoping that at some point, not this week because I'm going to be away, but next week you'll see the next One Season Wonder. I'm going to try and get out more videos of the Ipswich Town series, the current part of the Prestige series. I'm really getting a little bit strapped for time because there's a lot of things I need to do and it eats into recording time. But anyway, if you've enjoyed this, feel free to leave a like. If you want to see more, you can always subscribe. I've been Campbell Run, and thank you for watching.